Hi everybody. I wanted to do a quick video to let you know where I've been. I started this channel in April and I was having fun, things were going well, and then you might have noticed I disappeared for a month, did one video, then disappeared for a month, did one video, disappeared for a month, then did a couple of shorts and disappeared for a month, which really pissed off the YouTube algorithm. Well, I'm not lazy. My wife has been sick. In June, she was feeling off, her blood work came back, and she had anemia, but not because of low iron or vitamin deficiencies or any of the usual culprits. So her doctor suggested she go to an oncologist and get a bone marrow biopsy. They found she had CLL, which is a form of leukemia, but one they told us is very treatable and nothing to worry about. But telling me not to worry is like telling a hippo to stop being fat. They also told us they were confused that her T-cell count was high, which doesn't usually happen with CLL, which led to more tests. This really took the wind out of my sails, so while it was nice having this channel as a distraction, I just couldn't bring myself to shooting videos, talking about movies and writing while my wife wasn't feeling well, as you could imagine. I really appreciate everyone who's interacted with the channel, and there were even a few of you who asked if I was going to do more videos when I disappeared, and that really meant a lot to me, so thank you. Eventually, my wife went to a specialist who did a second bone marrow test and discovered she did have small traces of CLL, but also had a gene mutation in her bone marrow, which in and of itself isn't anything serious, but her immune system was attacking it. So this is all some kind of autoimmune disease, which is very rare. They put her on immune suppressants, and we thought, okay, we have an answer and a plan. That's good. We had to go back to pandemic-type precautions like wearing masks and not going out much, but that was fine as long as it worked. But it didn't work. In fact, her red blood cell count actually went down. She looked pale, and instead of simple fatigue, she would get out of breath just walking the dog. And that's when I kind of spiraled mentally. But then 2 weeks ago, they gave her a blood transfusion, and it really seemed to help. She's still not 100%, but the sparkle in her eyes is back, and she's much more alert and much more herself. Needless to say, I'm relieved, but we're still not completely back to normal. She'll be on immune-suppressing meds for at least another month, and then we'll have to think about other possible treatments. I had a master plan for this year, but like Mike Tyson said, everyone has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. I started this channel for fun and to build a little following, so when I released my novel, I could use it to try to get the word out. I even started a second channel that was comedy/history, and the character from that channel was going to interact with this channel in fun ways, but the second channel was the first thing I dropped when she got sick. I got the manuscript of my book back from the proofreader in June, but the last thing on my mind was grammar, so everything had to go on the back burner. I had planned on spending June and July, which was my hiatus, making videos and getting the book ready, which was supposed to be out by the end of September, but I had to bump everything back. For those of you who don't know, I was the head writer of America's Funniest Videos. Before that, I was a writer-producer, wrote a bunch of sitcom pilots, one sold but didn't get made. The story of how it fell apart is a whole other video. I had a couple of other pilots that came close and a couple more nobody cared about. But when they offered me the head writer gig, I thought it was way too good to turn down, especially with the state of writing as it is. And you could Google any article on either of the latest strikes and you'll see what writers have been through. And I thought, I'm a lucky son of a bitch to have a steady gig working with really good people in this shitty climate. So I stayed there, but I decided to take advantage of the situation and write what I wanted to write instead of trying to second guess the TV market as to what would sell. And after COVID, I decided I didn't want to go back to the office full time, so I took a step down from the head writer perch, and now I'm a consultant. I work from home, and I have a lot less duties. I planned on using the extra time to start this channel and launch the book, but when the love of my life got sick, everything slowed to a crawl. My wife and I planned on spending our time while our son was in college, going on date nights. Instead, we're going to doctors. Believe me, I know I'm very lucky and in a position of privilege to even think about things like starting a YouTube channel to promote a novel. It's been nice having this as a distraction to keep my mind off of more serious things. And now that my wife's feeling a little better, I'll get back to doing videos soon. Thank you once again to all the people who've interacted with the channel, and I'll see you all soon.